I've been on YouTube for 5 years. Hello, welcome back to the video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the fact that I have been on YouTube for 5 years now, which is a very long time, especially since it's all been on this channel. I mean, I do have other channels and stuff, but this channel has been going for 5 years in a row. And so in this video, one, I just wanted to give a big thank you for 5 years, but I also wanted to give a brief history of the channel. I know nobody's going to care about this, or nobody's going to watch it. This is just for me, basically, to spew out the story of this crappy channel that you are watching right now. So basically, to start, we have to go back all the way to 2018. Actually, no, we need to go back to 2017. You can tell this is unscripted. Because in 2017, I really kind of got back into this stupid show about this thing. You know, it was the last good year of the CGI show, and a lot of the content creators that we all remember were still around at this time. The One Railway community was still going strong with all the original members. I think the Unlucky Tug was even still uploading some content before, got deleted. And, Big Engine 87 was still making content, and this was before the whole 2020 stupid kids YouTube thing. So the Thomas community was still going strong, and I got back into it in like late 2017, and that's when I saw this video, where he basically went over the entire history of his channel, and he talked about how he accidentally created his channel or something. I was like, huh, that's kind of funny. So anyway, time keeps going on, and it's now beginning-ish of 2018, and I'm like, huh, I kind of had this idea about a show kind of like this, but basically, this is gonna sound really stupid, but it was gonna be using these models, where it was like the Thomas trains looked exactly the same, but it was like not them. Like, I think I named this character Tom, and that name Jam, and Hen, and Gore, and Ed. I'm so original with names, And it was supposed to have like 2 Percys or something. I don't know. But I think I gave a whole description of it in the description of the first video I ever posted. So if you want to learn more, go read that. But anyway, so I've been spewing up this idea. And one day, I was just playing around on a phone and using my mom's email, which is still this email, which is so dumb, I hate it. But anyway, so basically, and I was like, huh, I wonder, I'm not going to create a channel, but I'm going to go to the step before you create a channel, right? You see where this is going. And so I got, I named it and stuff. I definitely wasn't Tank Reviews. It was some worse there. In fact, I change this channel every other day, but I can't because now I have the Tank Review @ and if I remove it, then I won't have that anymore. So the channel stays like this. Anyway, so basically, I was messing around, and all of a sudden it just creates a channel. Now I was scared because at the time I wasn't allowed to create a YouTube channel. We had done one, but it was private or something. I don't know. So, I was like, huh. Well, now I gotta make some sort of video. So, I kid you not, I uploaded about 10 videos in one day, which was May 6th. And the first one, actually, all of them were really bad. It was shot on, I can go to the phone actually, hold on.
Was very busy one day as Hen was getting ready to go. Gore was getting ready to go pull a train.
All the videos that I made till about September of 2019 were filmed on this thing, but before the camera broke. So I was filming videos with this, and I filmed a crap ton of videos. Then I just kind of uploaded them, and they are really bad. But hey, that was the start of my channel. So on May 6th, 2018, my channel officially had content on it, and that's why I'm mad that the stupid YouTube thing says 2010 or whatever, 2012 or something, which is so dumb to me, because it's why can't it be from when the channel was actually created and not when the stupid email was created? I hate it so much. YouTube, please fix that. But anyway, so I was going along, filming with this, we're doing good, and then I ran out of storage on this thing, so I was like, So I realized that it would let me film more if I screen captured the camera app. So I filmed videos like that for a while. Then that stopped working. So then I just started live streaming everything, which the videos weren't edited in the first place. They are really bad. Weren't edited in the first place. So then, we're doing that for a little while, and then YouTube takes that feature away. So then I start cleaning out storage, and same thing now, you gotta clear out storage every 2 days to film more stuff. So we keep going along with that, and I produced a crap ton of content in 2018. All Thomas related, of course, right? And then all of a sudden, my camera breaks. It was on the floor, pick it up, and I start to go film something, and it's all cloudy. And it's why is that? And I turn it over, and it's oh, that's why. And that was that for most of 2019 and the last little bit of 2018. So, my enthusiasm for this channel kind of died out in 2018. In fact, it kind of died out for Thomas in general, because at the end of 2018, most of the Thomas and Riley creators, they quit, they went off to college and did all the different stuff. The Unlikely Tug was gone, Big and Jason was still producing some stuff, but not as much as it used to. So there was really nothing keeping me engaged, and the Boba era was full in effect now, so there wasn't a good show to keep me engaged. So I kind of just abandoned the channel, and my phone was kind of crappy anyway, so I couldn't film a whole lot of stuff. So this channel was just kind of dead through 2019. And then towards the end of it, I got a new phone, and I was like, I kind of just abandoned this channel. I've only uploaded like 2 videos. So with my new phone, I uploaded some new videos, and then Kappa started. I made my fair share of videos about it. Everyone's made the videos. You can say it doesn't affect people, but it has actually affected people. So now we have that. And so I'm stupid back then. I don't know what any of this really means, and I don't know how YouTube works very well at the time. So I started uploading again, and I'm like, well, I can't make Thomas videos anymore, and I really wasn't into Thomas. I still wasn't really into it. I kind of given up on that, right? And I'm kind of just like making some other content, and like the comments are disabled. I'm like, okay, so it doesn't meet YouTube's non-kid thing. Well, it turns out you can just turn the comments on and off. I learned that like last year. But anyway, so I was like, okay, well that doesn't work. So that's why there's a whole spiel of crappy non-Thomas content. And then this funny little thing called COVID happens, where basically I can't leave the house for 3 straight months. I think that's why I'm still a little insane. So now I'm locked down. Now we're in lockdown, right? And I have like nothing to do. So I kind of found Thomas again. I kind of got back into it. Well, actually, what got me back into it is because we'd watch a lot of Monk every morning. We'd wake up and we'd watch Monk while we drink some coffee. And so I really liked that. I really liked the show. I was like, I wonder if I could make a parody of this. Make it funny. So what do I use? Thomas minis. But there's one small problem. Since I only like filming when nobody's in the house, like I'm doing right now, because I hate recording when people are staring at me or can hear me, I just was like, well, where do I film? But then they offered the basement to me. So that's why all those videos are in a dingy desk of a basement and look really weird, because they're all filmed in a basement with I can go get this phone too. Probably should have dusted this off. Anyway, so I had this phone now. So now I was filming with this, right? So my content actually didn't look that bad, because this has a pretty decent camera on it. So anyway, I was filming some content in the basement, but I was actually using a GoPro now. I don't know why I was using a GoPro. I think I was just excited to not have to waste my space on this thing and fill this thing up with a bunch of crap. Anyway, so I'm filming along, making my Monk parodies and doing all this different crap, and my voice sounds really stupid and stuff, right? COVID's still going on, and all of a sudden I see this influx of views. Now granted, it's nothing like the views that I get today on YouTube, but I was like, some people are actually liking and commenting on my stuff. And at the time I kind of got back into Power Rangers, so I was making Power Ranger content. So this channel had no real theme. It was just kind of whatever my mind wanted to make at the time. And there's one point where it was going to become a tech channel and all this other crap. Anyway, whatever. So I'm continuing along, and I'm like, why is there some views? So it's like some people actually like my content. So I was still making content. Well, come to find out, when everyone's locked down, they get pretty desperate for content, which means everyone saw an influx of views and just a decrease in revenue. But I only saw the influx of views because I still don't make money on YouTube. But anyway, so we're continuing along, and we're getting to about mid-ish, like June, right? And so people are starting to come out of lockdown, and I'm just making my little stupid Power Ranger videos and Thomas videos, and I'm slowly getting back into making Thomas videos. And it's like, I'm actually not hating Thomas anymore. I started watching some videos on it, started learning more, and this was when I was still really excited about the show, because there's so much to learn at this time about it that I hadn't learned already. So I'm still filming, and all of a sudden, I realized something one day, and I always remember this. It was like, these videos actually aren't that bad. Like before, I hated listening to my voice. So the audio would be all like screwed up. The volume would be like this low, or the volume would be like this high, and my voice would be like this, so you couldn't hear me over the volume. So I finally taught myself to not hate my voice when listening to it, which is actually a really good skill. If you're editing videos, you can't edit without actually listening to it, which I used to do for a long time. Anyway, so going along, making our little videos, right? And like, these actually don't completely stink. Like, I got in a tripod, it was sitting down like this on the table, and I was actually filming stuff. And at this point, I was actually upstairs in my bedroom filming different stuff. And I was doing some serious stuff, and at this point, I was actually doing some work job stuff, so I had extra money. which means I could actually buy stuff to review it. And that's when the whole push along thing was that. So I was making many videos about the push along thing, content and stuff, and we get to there, and then that's when I released the first destruction video, which absolutely blew up for me. And it's like, huh. Well, I know what I'm gonna do now. I experimented with some non-Thomas destruction videos, but the destruction videos really boosted my channel. And so finally, I was making some destruction videos, and the content was actually bearable. I wouldn't call it good, but I'd call it bearable. And I have fond memories of most of that content. That year is actually a really good year for this channel. Then we get to 2021. Where it just skyrockets from there. Like, the content just every year since has just kind of improved, and I'm making a lot of reviewing videos, and I think that if you ask somebody, which I did ask some people, all those videos were from like the 2020, 2021 period, which is like I call the golden age of my channel, because that's when I saw the most rapid. So anyway, it's like the beginning of 2021, sorry, and I'm still at home because I'm doing online learning, which means I just have all the time to make content. So I'm making more destruction videos, and that's when I realized some of the destruction videos are getting like thousands of views, and my channel is just doing really well in like anything I make. So I'm still making some Power Ranger videos at the end of 2020, at the beginning of 2021, and like, okay, I just want to do Thomas. So I make my final Power Rangers video, and from that point on, it's just been constant just Thomas content, which is really beneficial, because if you're making a channel, you don't want many different things. You want to focus on just one big thing, basically. So from the end of 2020 to 2021, you know, it's just Thomas from that point on. And I'm making the same videos, and I'm realizing, huh, you know, some of these videos are actually doing kind of well, and my channel is growing, and that's when I hit 100 subscribers. So 100 subscribers have been like the goal for a long time, and I finally hit that on April 11th, 2021. Finally hit 100 subscribers. So make my little celebration, have some more hot takes in there, get kind of canceled, you know, and still making my videos. Some of them are actually popping off and getting like thousands of views. And 2021 is like the golden age of my channel, I think, because that's when some of my most favorable content that I made is on the channel, and that's when I was still really passionate about this franchise and was still making content like just about weekly, right? Like I had days where I uploaded every single day for an entire week, right? But then I break this phone, which means bye-bye, go to the death pile. That's when the iPod comes in. This lovable crappy thing, right? So this thing I had bought because I had recently discovered dank pods, and I really loved his content. So I bought an iPod. Bought one with like 120 gigs of storage, you know, and we're doing good. So I filmed a lot of videos, like the Ben Short Killer videos. That was all filmed with this. So a lot of videos were filmed with that, and that's when I finally upgraded to the phone that I'm using currently, or I guess the camera, and that is an iPhone 12 Pro. That's what's filming these hot mess, and that's what's been filming since June 2021. All content has been filmed on this, or GoPro 7, and this iPod that you're seeing this filmed on. Obviously, the best camera is the, 12. So that also goes to the death pile, still used for slow-mo videos and stuff to this day. But anyway, we're rocking and rolling, and I think 2021 was like the best year, because if I bring up the iPad here, if I just close you, we can see 100 subscribers, April 11th, 150, July, 200 subscribers in August, 300 in November, and that's where I would bottom out. Oh, so this is going to go in the 2020 part. The 2020 is also the first year I did the Rewind, which is a series that is still very successful that I make to this day. But 2021 is when we hit a bit of a snag. Views plummeted, and my content and enthusiasm for this channel kind of died. So I think I blame this on the show was just so bad at this point. And now it was just all engines go. And you kind of get to a point when you first start a franchise, you're so excited because there's so much to learn. But I'd kind of plateaued how much I was learning. And like most of the stuff I already knew. I mean, even in like the most recent Unlucky Tug videos, like yeah, I knew most of that stuff, because that's just what happens when you binge watch. Oh my gosh, when you watch a crap ton of content about a certain subject, right? So I was like, crap, well, now I really don't want to make content, and it didn't help that the views were just plummeting. Like, nothing that I was uploading was getting the views that it was last year, except for destruction videos. And so I kind of became less frequent. If we look here, that video didn't do good off the bat. I mean, all of them are doing good now, but like, they weren't doing as good, and stuff like that just came out. And so I did some of that, but like, I was very not happy with a lot of these videos when they first came out. They weren't very good. So as you can see, we have some videos here, right, for 2022, but a lot of them were just kind of whatever videos. Like, a lot of them didn't get many good views at the time, and I wasn't very excited about the channel. So I definitely uploaded less during 2022. And I just was like, is this just it? Like, there was months where I just didn't have an idea. And like, at the beginning it was good, but it just kind of fizzled out. But then, you know, we get to what has kind of kept my, oh my gosh. But then we get to my next big series, and that's the creator fan-made series, where I talk about somebody's creator series and talk about the good and the bad of it and why I like it. And so I started with DJ Trains, and that kind of helped my channel, and that got me some enthusiasm to continue making. But just as it kind of goes on, my content just kind of slowly fizzled out, and it was good towards the beginning of the year, but towards the end of the year especially, it just like fizzled out completely. And that just continued into 2023, where I still haven't made that much content, and it's now May. And it's like, well, I don't have the enthusiasm. I still like the franchise, but like, I'm just not passionate about it anymore. There's just not much to like about it anymore. It's pretty dead in the water. I don't want to support the brand by buying the stuff, which limits the reviews I can do because I have to get everything off of eBay. And I can still make destruction videos because that doesn't require stuff to be brand new. But it's just like my enthusiasm has died as the creators are pulling out. People like DJ Trends, they haven't made videos in forever because they expressed their just desire to not like this franchise anymore. And so it's just like, and there's just so much controversy with the thing. It's just like, I don't have a reason to want to make content anymore. So that's why I feel like I haven't made much content this year and or really last year, which has really killed the channel. We were on track to 1,000 last year and we just dive bombed in views and everything. There's just not a lot of content that's being made anymore. So yeah, that's just kind of where we're at now. We're kind of fully caught up. I've had a lot of good times on this channel. I've had a lot of, well, I don't really want to upload videos to this channel. But now we're at here where I've got a lot of good videos, but just no enthusiasm to make the videos. And I don't really know what to do because I don't want to just give up on this channel because I still have content for it. I just, with the time that it takes to do this, it doesn't, I don't know. Let's get off of that sap train. So that was the story of the channel. It involved a crap ton of electronics dying on me, a crap ton of destroyed Thomas toys, which I do have in the bin over there we'll get to in a second, and just a whole bunch of other content and some really cool people. I mentioned that I want to shout out are Nice Il 274, King Boko Studios, DJ Train, Wardhouse TV, voiced some of his stuff, the Rail Makes, Sayo Racing, and All Engines Go Fan 101, and that's just to name a few. There's so many people, especially this one that I'll link right here. He just reached 100 subscribers, go subscribe to him, and so many other people that I've met over these years that have been really kind to me. And so I just want to give you a big thank you for supporting me through over the last 5 years. Know that views have been depressing. It's like, yeah, this channel is not what it used to be. Like, its views have dipped, everything's dipped, and it's like, makes it really hard to make content sometimes for it. But I still want to make content. So, you know, to start things on the right foot, why don't I add one more surprise to this 5-year anniversary? That's right, you get a collection tour. So, this has changed a little bit, but basically, right here, down in the dark depth, we've got all of the take and play adventures and Erdles and the stupid push-alongs down there that you could desire. At one point, I wanted to collect all the take and plays ever made. But yeah, as you can see, all of them down there, it actually looks very cool. You know, you got the Gordon and the Henry and the weird Edward Thomas Man and Annie, Clarabelle, and Charlie. Up here, you know, we've got all the good stuff. We got Thomas Winrowley, which is used in many of the series that I've made over the years, which, you know, there's a lot of them. Trust me, I've got some big plans for a series that I'd really love to make. Up here, I got my most prized possession, which is the Crap of Destruction that still lives here to this day. This is just about everything I've ever destroyed, including this dude. Yep, I'm weird and keep that stuff. We've got the collectible stuff. We've got the other collectible stuff. You know, that thing's actually really collectible. We got the things we don't talk about. You know, that was a big video that I made in 2021. We got the last of the sort of okay Trackmaster, now that we know what we have now. We got Mr. Fat Man himself, a car, and you know what, the stuff I thought was going to be collectible, some box from a video. Until next time, if you did enjoy this video, make sure you comment and subscribe. Until next time, I'll see you on the next one. Oh, that's the F sign. Wait, shit. Peace.